She's a constellation of attributes that are what we look for in this world, not just in this role.
She's very visionary, very strategic, and her vision has always been about what's best for Edmonton.
She's really paved the way for Edmonton Public Library to continue to thrive into the 21st century.
I was born in Edmonton. I've lived here all my life. I love this city. I never had a desire to move anywhere else. Growing up, I was a reader, one of those kids with a flashlight under the covers, because I just could never put a book down. I was always first in line at the public library. But I didn't have an ambition to go to university. It just wasn't anything that was on my radar or my parents' radar.
Oh, I remember her battle of will with Mom when she was very young. And just a real independence person, wasn't she? I don't know. She questioned authority, I guess, a lot of times.
I think she was eager to get into the world. It was the 60s, right? I think she just wanted to get out there and be part of it all.
If you look in my high school yearbook, my ambition is to be a secretary and travel. I became the assistant to Bruce Peel, who was then the chief librarian at the University of Alberta. At that time, the university allowed you to take evening courses free. And I saw there was a course called the English Novel, and it was being taught by Dr. George Baldwin. Changed my life completely. I fell in love with him as an instructor. I fell in love with the material, and I just knew I had to do more of it. So I started taking more and more and more night classes. That's when I decided to quit my job and go to school full-time to get my Bachelor of Arts in English. That was the best time of my life. I loved the learning. I loved all the different ideas. I loved being with the students. I loved being on campus. I learned more than just how to get a job at the university. I guess I learned how to be a person, how to be a better person.
She wants, and I think wanted always, to make a difference. And I think she found that place in libraries.
It was the whole nature of public libraries helping people, helping them to find information, opening doors for them the way that doors were opened for me by the university. I wanted to be that person that helped change people's lives. My ambition was to be the CEO of Edmonton Public Library. I didn't really know it at the time. I just knew that public library is where I wanted to be eventually.
Under Linda's leadership, she was able to work with City Council and the mayors to bring about many more libraries. EPL is the second most visited program in Edmonton. First is West Edmonton Mall, and then EPL.
We were the first library in North America to implement a system-wide community-led philosophy, so that is that librarians are embedded in the community. We're not just, it's not about the bricks and mortar, it's about our people, building relationships. We're now in the process of purchasing our third literacy van, and again, it's similar to community-led, bringing out the services to those communities that don't have bricks and mortar libraries. Welcome Baby. We distribute literacy kits through the public health units, and it's been such a success.
To have won the Library of the Year 2014, the first public library in Canada ever to receive that award, we only got there because we took risks. And my staff was willing to take those risks with me because I certainly didn't do it on my own.
She was the first to have an Indigenous librarian. We were the first library in Canada to have social workers.
Everybody is our customer. So that homeless person that comes in the door, he or she is our customer as well. We had to have something to offer them. And so we hired social workers to actually walk around the library and see if there was some way that they could help some of these people. We had success story after success story. One in particular, a fellow who was an alcoholic, he was homeless. He came in, he worked with our social workers. He's now at the University of Alberta in his second year. And he attributes his success to having someone who wasn't there to tell him what he was doing wrong and what he should be doing right, but someone who just sat and listened to a story.
It was actually making a difference in the lives of some of those people. And I think that's what a public library does. Good old-fashioned, if I can use that phrase, solid public service.
Above all, realize that staff, no matter what kind of library you work in, are your most important resource. They are the front line. They are the face of your organization.
She, like many of us, has failed retirement.
She's on numerous boards that serve our community, and she really has a strong interest in giving back, and she's an inspiration.